Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studios. I thought I'd hop on real quick and just show you a few things that are on my desk at the time or on my craft table at the time. I just finished this Christmas kit and digital kit, and it went into my Etsy shop. So I thought I'd do a quick flip through of that. And then I've got tons of cardboard that I need to break down and use, and I'll show you what I do with that. So this will be a pretty quick video. Anyways, this kit is, I think it's 15 pages. So there's 12 pages of papers and 3 pages of tags, tags, postcards, and ephemera. So let me get to the papers first here. Okay, so what I did is I created 3 basic colors. So we've got the teal, or kind of it's like a vintage aqua color, blue gray sort of. I did a red. Let's see if I'm in camera here. Geez, maybe I'll do it this way. Okay, blue gray. I did red. And I also did a dark green, kind of a Christmas green. And then to go with those papers, to go with the blue-gray one here, I did a blue-gray stripe. To go with the red, I did a red stripe. And the stripe papers are each a little different. And then to go with the green, I did a green stripe. Let me find it. Okay, so then we've got the green stripe. And then I did a pattern background sheet that has the red, the green, and it's got some gold in it and kind of a cream color. And then to match these colors here, I did some vintage ornament sheets. I've got 2 of those. And then I have 3 more sheets. We've got a Santa and Christmas music sheet, and here's one that has the holly leaves. And then that's the last. And these are the papers that go with the kit. And what I did is I created them all on 11 by 8.5 standard letter size printed horizontal. And I made them so that if you have a borderless printer, that's how I printed these. I have an HP and it prints borderless. So it will print right to the edge. So there's no trimming. If you don't have a borderless printer, because I left just very small margins, you would want to print them fit to page so you don't lose anything. So that way, if you do it fit to page, you won't lose any of the edges on it. Okay, so those are the papers. The kit also comes with, oh, and I printed these on 32-pound Hammermill paper. It's my preferred paper. It's very white, and it's a lot sturdier than a bond paper. It's denser, so you can't see through it. So I love that paper. And then the kit comes with a sheet that has 4 postcards, vintage postcards, that I printed on a 110-pound index. It's kind of like file folder weight. I printed it on white. It also comes with a sheet that has 4 tags and 3 vintage Santas to be fussy cut. And then the last page is an ephemera page. It's got little cards, journaling cards, and small items that you can use as like stamps. A lot of times I will use, let me find them. Oh, they're probably down on my desk somewhere. Anyways, I have these little scissors you know, these little decorative scissors. And I have one that's got an edge that's like a stamp. Oh, here it is. So let me see if I can get it out of the glare. But if you can see it, this has little tiny, so if you cut around something, it makes it look like it's got a stamp outline. So you can use that. So that's the kit. It's in my Etsy shop. I'm pretty excited because I've never made a Christmas journal, so I'm going to use this to make my first Christmas journal. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you was what I do with all this leftover cardboard. I break down all my cardboard boxes, and when I get a pile of them, I kind of go to town and I break them up, and I use them for journal covers, tags, journal cards, but I thought I'd just show you. I have some offcuts of my kit, and I just thought I would show you with this cardboard what I do with it. So cereal boxes make for great journal covers. So let me show you what I do. I find the edge that's right here. Okay, so now you've got this huge box. I do not use these cuts. I do not use these pieces on the top, or this is a huge cereal box. So let me get my big scissors here. So what I would do is cut this box down, and I'm gonna leave this is so big it's so hard to show you, but this is one side, center, a side, and then this is the other part that wrapped around. And I keep these three pieces right here intact and then cut them to size, and then I will use the other pieces. So let me get it cut down and I'll show you what I do. Okay, so this was the cereal box right here, and what I've done is I've cut all the edges off, okay, and I will leave this intact instead of cutting it to size or anything. I'm not sure what size journal I will use it for, so, and I don't have a lot of space in my room to store a lot of different things, so I will just fold it as such, and it will go in my shelving unit. I have a bunch of cardboard that I store like this. These are all the offcuts from the edges. This one I will keep. This one I will keep. These two and all these little ones I will not keep. This one I will keep, and this one I will not. I can't keep everything because I don't have space for everything. If I did, I would keep some of these bigger pieces, but I'll show you what I use these for. So I do have a paper recycle here in my room, a little can that's paper recycle, so that goes in my recycle bin. These right here, I will cut down. So I usually measure them to be 8.5 because most of my journals are 8.5. So if I do like 8, if I leave it at 8.5 and I need to cut it down, I can. So let's see. So right now it's about 9.5. So if I make it 8.5, okay. Maybe I can use this here. Okay. And I may cut it down to 8.25. But that way, if I use this at 8.5, I can cover it and make a belly band. And I'll show you how I do that. And this one will be the same. Let's do 8.5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Okay, so these two will make belly bands. And this one I can use for a pocket or tags. So let's look and see what size this is. I think I want to cut this little edge off. That's the scored part of the box that creates kind of a lump on that side. Okay, and then right now this measures a little over 13 inches. So actually I could make a pocket and a tag out of this. So a pocket on the bottom of a page, my pages are 5.5. So if I make a pocket that's 5 1/4, let's see. Oh yeah. So we can make a pocket that's 5 1/4. Okay. And then and then how high do we want it? So if we have a page, let me find a page. So if I have a page like this, well, that's a pretty good size right there. So maybe I will just leave it that high. And this one then measures about 8 inches. So if I did 5, that would leave me a 3 by 3-ish. No, I think I'm going to make this into a tag. I'm going to lose a little bit on the bottom, but that's fine. And let's see. I can get some of this off, and then I could. It's a pretty wide tag, but I kind of like it. So this is the glue that they use to hold it. I think I can just cover that up. Yeah. I don't know if I can pick that off. Not easily, so I'll have to cover that up. Sometimes if you have leftover cardboard and like say if I cut that off, you could just use this side for journaling. But I don't necessarily want to do that with that piece on there. I don't know, maybe I will. So there's our pocket. So let's make this a tag, and usually my tags are about 6 inches. So we're going to cut it down to about 6 inches. Right around here. I mean, you could leave it a full size if you wanted, but this gives you an idea of how I handle these big pieces of cardboard and get them stored and what I make out of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the tag. I have some leftover pieces from the kit that I wanted to use. Okay, I like it. Okay. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my glue book. That's what I want to do. Okay, so we'll get our glue book. This is the paper we're going to use, so I'm going to turn it over. I think, yep. We're going to cover this with glue. Then I think I want to use this corner, maybe right there. So we'll glue that right onto the paper. This is an easy way to make tag, and then this will go in my ephemera box and I can decorate it after. Okay. Look at that. Got a real pretty background. And then we'll just cut that, turn it over and cut this. And then we've got a tag. And then I'm not going to back it yet because I don't know what I'm going to use it, you know, where it's going to go. I may not back it. I may just leave it like that. Maybe sew around the edge. But there's a tag out of the first piece. And then we've got a pocket. So what do we have that we can use for a pocket? I'm looking at the offcuts. When I made the kit, I had some pieces that I tried to print. Actually, this would be pretty, huh? Okay. So we're going to use this side here. When you run your glue stick on this cardboard, you want to be careful not to go off the edge and come back because the cardboard is thick. And when you come back, it'll cut the glue stick right off. It's like slices it. So you can go to the edge, but you don't want to come back. You can go off that way, but you don't want to come back. You don't want to come back this way. Okay. So let's see what direction it would go, like this. And it's gonna sit like this, so perfect. I want my music going the right direction. That's why. Okay. Okay, so that's got some Christmas music on it. And I'm thinking this little piece here, maybe I could put this little bulb down there. That would be pretty. See if we can find another piece that would actually, I think. Okay, I think that's good, but I think I'm going to cut this edge off, make it a straight edge. So it will go right there. Okay, I think I like it. And then these will go in my ephemera box to be finished. I'll finish decorating these at a later time, but let's go ahead and we'll cut our little thumb hole here. Okay, so now we've got a pocket and a tag. And then we have these two pieces left. And we could use music to go down. I think we could do that. So let's... So this is 2 inches wide. So if we make these 2-inch strips, we should be able to cover one of those. And then we'll make another one. Good, I like that. So this way we can cover up some of that at the top. And this is going to be like a belly band. So it doesn't really matter which side we use, but I'm going to turn it over and use this side here. And I'm going to go ahead and trim the paper on the back. And then that's, see, that'll be a belly band that will go right on a page like this. But let's find something to go on here. Kind of thinking if I keep within this theme, I could use this and maybe put an ornament on there. That way all three of those would match. I think I might do that. So oh, I like it. Okay, but I think I want to take this off, so I'm gonna just maybe we'll do it like that. I like it. Okay. Okay, so let's put that on. And then we've got 3 pieces of ephemera that pretty much match, or 3 pieces of journal items that match. And I may use them in my Christmas journal. Okay, let me... Whoops. That didn't go on there very straight, did it? There we go. Oh, I like it. So that's a start, and then I'll sew around it. We can put a, maybe put a Santa on there or something. Let me see. I like this one, so I'm going to cut out this Santa right here. And I'm going to use those little scissors that I showed you. Now if I can find them again. Okay, so they're these scissors here, and I'm just going to cut along here, and it makes it like a postage stamp. I don't know if you can see that. The edge. Oh, I like it. Okay, easy enough. Kind of like it down here though. And maybe I could put a word or something up there. I think I will. I think I'll put that down at the bottom. Well, who thought we would be doing Christmas in March? Christmas decorating in March. Okay, so here's a belly band we have started. So that gives you an idea of the cutoffs from the cereal box. We made these 3 items just from the cutoffs. So we have our cereal box and our cutoffs, and I'll put those aside. And then I went ahead earlier and cut this box here, this popcorn box. And again, I'm not sure. I have made journals this thick. This is wide, okay? I probably won't do that with this. but I don't want to cut this down until I know what part I'm going to use for a journal. Probably these two on an edge. So I could make a journaling card out of this. But anyways, so this is cut down, so I'll put that aside. And then the cut-off pieces, I wanted to save them so you could see. So these are all the cut-off pieces to show you what I would use them for. So some of these can be used for cards. This is a punch-through thing. You can use them as cards or whatever. A lot of these, I just will recycle them because they're not really big enough for anything, or they're too thick for something. But this one here, I think I could make tags out of that. So let's see. Let's just see what we got. I'm gonna straighten this edge first. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Okay. And then we will cut this. This is that scored edge. So we're going to cut that off and straighten this bottom. And we'll see what we have left, if we have something wide enough to make a tag or whatever. And I think we do. So we're going to, this edge needs to be cut straight as well. So let's straighten that. Well, you have to hold it in here if you want it to cut it straight. Okay. Well, my cutter blade needs changed, but this is pretty thick. But it did leave a mark, so I can trim that off. Okay, and then let's see if we can get this one cut. See how big it would be if I do go right to the edge and just cut that piece off. I think we'll have a good size if I can keep it straight. Okay, so then we end up with a piece like this, and we could collage on there. We're going to make a tag. So we could collage a little bit on here. Let me see if I have some other papers that I can use. Oh, that might make a good background right there. This is a paper I made years ago for scrapbooking, but I think I'm gonna use that and then we'll cover it. So let's glue this up. With this paper, it doesn't matter what direction, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. These papers came out of my scrap bin. I just reached behind me and grabbed it out of the scrap bin. Okay, so there's a good start. And then I think we could, let's see, ooh, what would I have? Well, that looks kind of Christmassy, doesn't it? If I move it like this, and I would have a straight edge on both, so let's do that. These are all just out of my scrap bin, these papers, but let's make a cute tag, huh? I have an idea that I can turn this Santa into a stamp as well. I like it, but I think we need to distress these before I put them on. Get rid of the white edge here. Oh, I like it. Okay, and then we will cut our tag part off. Beautiful. And then we have our tag. So anyways, I hope this gives you a good idea of what you can use your cardboard for. So when I end up cutting all the edges and the pieces off, I use them for tags and belly bands and pockets. These will go on my sewing machine. I'll probably sew around because I used a glue stick. We kind of pick up this mess a little bit. So just using those two boxes, okay, we've got folded down, you know, flattened in order to make journal covers. And then we ended up with our tags, belly band and pocket that'll go on the sewing machine. And you were able to see the new digital kit that's in my shop. So I hope you enjoyed this and that this gave you some good ideas to save your boxes, and use all the cut off pieces where you can, and be sure that anything that you can't use you put in recycle. Thank you so much and have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.